Two businessman brothers who held opposing views on Brexit are both disappointed 10 years on. For one, new freedoms have been squandered, while the other bemoans the complications to trade. The disillusion felt by Nigel Baxter, who has a commercial vehicles business, and Ian Baxter, who owns a logistics company, reflects the feeling across the country. Nigel wished the government had taken more steps after the UK's exit from the EU.
I think we have failed to capitalise on something that was monumental in terms of a decision and such a change. I think on reflection we should have been much more dynamic in terms of looking at cutting perhaps taxation rates, bringing inward investment, putting a big, we're open for business sign up for Britain.
Ian had backed the Remain cause as he saw staying in the bloc as the best way to ensure Britain's prosperity and security.
I think people were sold something that they couldn't have. They were sold a dream that they couldn't have by the Brexit campaign. So I think people are disappointed in that.
Almost 6 in 10 people now think Britain was wrong to vote to leave the EU, according to a recent YouGov poll. But Ian isn't hopeful of a reversal of the choice.
If it was like we can just rewind and go back to how we were, then I would vote to rejoin. But I doubt very much that that is available, and therefore I don't see the UK rejoining the EU.
He said there have been no catastrophic consequences from leaving, but it's become much harder for British companies to sell goods to the EU, which remains the UK's biggest trading partner by far. Despite the brothers being at odds, throughout the Brexit debate they have maintained a close relationship. This was not always the case in the wider country in 2016, when tempers flared over Brexit. Today the mood over the historic decision is more muted, overtaken by new fractures in society, but with voters still concerned about similar issues.